Warzone actually overrun by cheaters? Today, we go on the hunt to find out. We're diving in, spectating some questionable players. Oh my goodness! And trying to get to the bottom of things. I knew it! I called it immediately. It has been an absurdly long time since we have spectated a match of Warzone solos. And usually when I hop in as of late, I've decided to find a streamer and spectate them. But recently, for some reason, I've been running into so many cheaters in solos, it's ridiculous. In the last few days, at least around 7 to 8, maybe even more. So what I'm gonna do is we are going to spectate out a match of Warzone for my curiosity to see if we can find a cheater. Now, I will note it is my second game of the day, so I'm curious to see if that will affect things, but I'm already getting shot at by someone. Hey, how are we? You having a good day, buddy? Hello? Hello? Hey, buddy. Come on, man. I just want you to murder me. Yeah. What's up? Kill me. You're not gonna do it, are you? You too scared. You too scared, aren't you? Yeah, I like that. I like it. You can do it. Did you just flashbang me, bro? That's crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So like I said, the big thing is every time I hop in, every day, no matter what, at some point in time, I have been running into a cheater. And I'm not talking about like a little cheater, you know, like somebody that's just like trying to hide. I'm talking about someone that is bold-faced, aimbotting, everything, just rage hacking out here. It's absolutely absurd. And I have no idea what to do about it at this point, because clearly something's wrong. And my guess is specifically that the companies that do not face litigation, also this guy killed the guy that we died to, but the companies that do not face litigation from Activision, the companies outside of specific territories in different countries that, you know, can be fought in court, are not having any issues with going offline with their cheats. And I've seen it over and over and over again because I hop in and I talk to these dudes. I even had a commenter the other day. They were like, you're setting up these videos because you run into cheaters with mics. And it's like, no, I just annoy the absolute out of these guys until they finally say something. So my curiosity was whether or not we could jump in and just see someone cheat without being prompted in any way, without me even like showing that I'm in the game. And I actually wonder if anybody noticed. He's top tower. No. I see hacks already, probably a cheater in this lot. Like, I can't make it up. Hacks, probably a cheater. STFU, hacks with that name for sure. Hey there, Editor Expel here. Just wanted to take a second to ask you that if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We're working our way to 500K, and you could be a part of that, all right?
Also, could you leave a like and a comment?
Get back in that video. I mean, it's literally my second game. My first game I hopped in and my computer wasn't working properly, so I had to fix that. But it's just insane. It's insane already seeing someone calling hacks. And I'm not saying that necessarily there will be a player with cheats, because let's be honest, Call of Duty players are genuinely pretty stupid. They assume everybody's cheating, and people get mad at me a lot whenever I hop in and I wanna spectate, or I hop in and I die to somebody and I call somebody out for cheats. They're like, that guy's just better than you, you know? And it's like, all right, brother, I don't know how to tell you this, but I've got 20,000 hours in the game. It's not about whether or not they're better than me. I can take that. Is that these dudes are doing something a little bit more than they should be able to do. So that's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. So today I'd like to just sit, have a conversation, see how these guys plays. We got BOFS chilling like a villain over here with a Cypher 091. And I'm going to try and pay attention to the left-hand side where players are disconnected.
Switching max.
That's crazy. That's wildly unfortunate for my boy right there. Lord have mercy. He came in and he was dead in an instant. He was just gone. Did you just get 2 trophies? I know that doesn't seem like a big deal, but if you watched any of my Expel Plus videos, you know that usually we'll land over at the tower and you can't find a damn trophy to block those guys with the RPGs inside of that room. But that guy gets 2 out of 1 chest? What the hell is that? That's some malarkey, bro. That's some malarkey. Now, I do want to say there is this one guy, and he comments on pretty much all of my videos now that have to do with anything with cheating. And I don't like carrying forward the conversation about cheating by any means because it's pointless, you know? There's not a lot to it. But this was kind of a... What? Hold on. I gotta look up what I'm about to say and make sure that I'm not gonna sound stupid. Hold on. Yeah, maybe this makes sense. This is kind of a litmus test, you know, to see the climate of Warzone. I don't know if I use that right. All right, it is a test though. To see the climate of Warzone, because it's entirely unprompted. I've not played really at all today. I hopped in, you know. Of course, I have ran into cheaters where these guys know who I am and they track me down. Literally, like I've had this guy that, like I said, hops into the comments of my videos. He's been in one of my videos before, and he'll hop into the comments of the videos and be upset that I report them directly to Activision. But like, they will kill me in a game or see that I'm in the lobby with whatever they have and follow that up by literally killing me. And then when I get out of the gulag, hopping in a helicopter and tracking me down across the map to kill me. And then we'll just taunt for the rest of the game. It's a very weird thing. And I get that it's all about that small dick energy that these guys have. They're clearly compensating for something, and it's actually, like, I feel bad for them in all aspects. Like, it is a compensation mechanism, and people are interested in taking that away from people, but it's just wild to me. It really, really is. But I just want to be very clear. I do not fake any of my content. I never have. I never will. I don't 2-box. I don't VPN. I don't do anything like that. I don't communicate with cheaters. I don't, like, I barely talk to other creators. And that's only when I need help with a video. It's like, hey, do you want to build my loadout? That's it. That is pretty much the extent of my communication with other creators. I just stay to myself, bro. And apparently BOFS is kind of doing the same thing. It's very interesting. But I think that right now a lot of the climate of Warzone is to do with the level of skill that you have. So depending upon your skill level, you know, you hop in, your stats say one thing. You are going to have an entirely different experience as another player. So for me, you know, I hop in, I've got like a 6.3 KD or ED or whatever you want to call it. I hop in, it's going to take me about 10-ish minutes before, like, from clicking start search to getting into a match. And then it's about, you know, a minute to die and dodge all that spectating stuff, about 2 minutes before the match actually starts and I'm flying in. So my experience is that. And then I know of other people that it's taken about 3 minutes to hop into a match, because they're a lower skilled player and there's a lot more players at their skill, so Call of Duty doesn't have to search as long. Now, the same kind of thing goes for these cheaters. What I've seen is that I'll often run into, like, as I play more throughout the day, I run into more cheaters, and that's because Call of Duty is going to give me harder and harder and harder and harder lobbies as time goes on. This is crazy. By the way, BOFS is just lost in the sauce. This guy definitely not cheating. Definitely not cheating. In fact, I'll almost go on to say that the likelihood of him dying to a cheater is very slim because he plays like a bad player. But we'll get into that in just a second. So this falls into the same category. But basically, because I'm such a high skill, I run into harder and harder lobbies. Now, I did have a game where I played random duos with a cheater the other day, and I reported him. And you guys, if you watch that video, you know, like, my stance on cheating is pretty strong. You know, I hate it with a passion. I think it's incredibly gross. I think taking time away from people is disgusting, in my personal opinion. But nonetheless, you'll notice that that was like my second, third, like, game of the day. First game on, like, searching for a random duo. And I ran into a player that was level 17, and you're probably thinking to yourself, yeah, you're running into a low skill player because you get into bot lobby. It's not how that works. That's not how that works. These players likely have higher KDs. Don't get me wrong, there are bad players that show up in my lobbies, and that's because of the way that skill-based matchmaking breaks the longer that you stick in. It's a weird matchmaking bug that they need to fix by just lowering the time to match. Either way, he's got a guy on his left here, and he is just locked in. This is insane. Either way, you'll often run into cheaters when you're a higher skilled player, specifically cheaters that are either rage hacking or have hidden it very well. You don't get the people that just like, you know, are trying to hide it, but are in their early days of trying to hide it. That just doesn't happen as a high skilled player. That's more of what players that are a lower skilled player are gonna see. That's kind of how that works. And it's all to do with the matchmaking system and how it pairs you up with other players. So at the same time, one thing that people don't realize about, you know, good players is that most good players tend to play the same, right? This guy's not plating up, by the way. I don't know what's happening. But most good players tend to play the same, which means they'll play along the same route. They'll play in a way where they position themselves in the same positions that a good player would position themselves. So you'll often run into other good players. That's why when you're watching me, if you see me on like an Expel Plus video, you'll see me run into players that are really good in high density areas and in areas with like really good positioning and stuff like that. And then as I'm crossing through the map in areas that make zero sense to stick in, you'll run into players like Boffs, who's just sitting in a building trying to survive. And that's kind of why it's so interesting, is that bad players tend to run into bad players because they play like bad players, but good players tend to run into good players because they play like good players. It's so interesting how this dynamic works and how it's like changed the way that Warzone works overall. But when you throw in people that have unfair advantages, they don't play like a normal player. And I kind of wish that the AI could recognize that, but clearly not. Whatever Ricochet's doing does not get that they don't play like regular players because they have way too much information. So if they're using aimbot and they're using wall hacks and they're using the soft aim or whatever the hell it is that they may have, it doesn't work the same as a player that has played for a long time. And this is something that people really don't understand. And I wish it was something that I could explain a little bit better, but it is hard to understand as someone that hasn't been on both sides of the spectrum there. So if you're a player that's been bad and has worked your way up to good, you're clearly going to understand that skill-based matchmaking doesn't work the way that they explain it. At least Call of Duty skill-based matchmaking doesn't work that way. If you were a bad player, you've not seen the other side of the spectrum. You don't see how this can be negative to the environment within Call of Duty overall. Same with disbanding lobbies and stuff like that. It really, like, it's just hard to understand. It is, and it's not coming from like a place of arrogance. It's just until you have been shown that perspective or have lived through that perspective, you will not understand it. It's just tough because life experiences is literally what differentiates us whenever it comes to our opinions. And that's why I think it's so funny whenever it's like bad players are like, yeah, I love skill-based matchmaking. Those good players shouldn't be in my lobbies. I hate these streamers. There's a guy top right. I hate those streamers. And it's like, I got bad news, brother. That's what's holding you back. Like, it's just so interesting. It's so interesting to see stuff like that. But clearly Bop's about to die to the guy up top. And he has a gulag, so we'll follow him through to gulag. There's no way, right? Pops is just not it. 2 seconds. Wife's calling. Watch him die here. All right, we got Lepro Man, also with 4 eliminations. What an interesting lobby for us today. What an interesting lobby. So like I said, when you start spectating bad players, you will spectate more bad players. And this kind of gets to the point to where until they hit a choke point, you're not going to swap over to the good players. That's part of the reason why I really don't love spectating anymore, is because it's hard to get people that are good. Because oftentimes what will happen is the bad players at the beginning of the game will go to hot areas. They'll die, they'll go to gulag, and then they'll camp it out after that. because they don't want to waste their time from the in-between games. I get that. I absolutely get that. But then on the other side of it, the good players will just full send to everything and go to all the high traffic areas. It's so hard to grasp this concept because all of it comes down to playtime, understanding the game, understanding the way that players work, being able to recognize patterns, stuff like that. And it's actually really complicated. It's very interesting the more that you learn about it. Because people just work exactly as you'd expect them to work, you know? Like they just do. So if you watch this guy, he did multiple intel contracts. He knows that he should be there, but he's not there. He's got $9,400. He's got a self-revive. He's got a buy station in front of him. He marked the one over there, but I bet he recognized the one over there right after. He hears the chest. He has no choice but to go loot it. This guy is probably, no offense, pretty dog at the game. If I had to just take a guess here. In fact, the way that he just sat on that hill crouch walking over the edge whenever he went to fight that guy earlier should have been a good telltale sign of his skill level. He has $10,000. He passed right by the buy with no interest in grabbing a UAV. Grabs a free UAV out of the orange chest, which is insane. Most good players right now would probably, like, let me rephrase. Most confident players right now would probably pop their UAV and move on to find the next people. So he's probably going to grab another. Okay. He's building a little confidence here. It's getting close to the end of the game. There's only 14 players left. Now, the sad thing is that UAVs don't necessarily work properly when you're spectating. So while there may be more players around here, we won't actually see them. In fact, yeah, the UAV's not even showing that guy that's in the chopper who is clearly popping up. Like, that's how you know that UAVs don't work when you're spectating. Now, another thing that comes with spectating is that the bullets won't properly align because it is just a fake replay of what's happening, and they try to get it as real time as physically possible, but the bullets won't line up. You won't see recoil patterns properly. Stuff like that just doesn't translate into spectating and kill cams because it's all just a recreation of what's happening on the server side. So that's why, again, it's one of those things where I don't really love spectating a lot because it's all just lies. It's all fake. Like it's like a 50% correct recreation of what's going on. So he knows he's middle of the circle here. He's holding a UAV. There's no reason to pop the UAV. He positions himself properly and he's got a heartbeat sensor. You got a big dog. Now we're going to put this to the test because I'm going to spectate one more game and then we are going to do a third game where I dive in and see if I can find a cheater. Now, I'm not going to guarantee I'm going to live long, but we are going to see if I can find a cheater. And the reason I say that is I think that, like I said, me maneuvering to the good player areas may actually end up with me fighting players that are better. I don't know, just a thought process. Maybe it holds true in most matches, but just looking at this is goofy as hell. Now this guy actually could end up winning just based on positioning because when you're playing Warzone, a lot of Warzone is just putting yourself in the right position. But with him not having the intel to know where this is going to go, it's very unlikely that it goes here. In most scenarios, it's going to go to the open area on the right, and that's kind of one of the difficult things near the end of the game. In fact, I would almost say it could go here or it could go here. I would be surprised if it went where he's at, but that would be cool for his sake. We heard something pop on the right-hand side. Not 100% sure where. He's still just chilling. Heartbeat sensors also don't always work. So there's no guarantee we'll see anything on those either. So he could be checking it and seeing people, but we're not going to know that. We should be able to hear him though. Hearing is different. You don't hear everything that a player hears. So it actually comes through a little bit more clear while you're spectating where footsteps are coming from. However, they can be fake, which is the frustrating part. It's so interesting how poorly like set up spectating is when it used to not be this bad. I mean, it wasn't good back in the original Verdansk, but it used to not be this bad. Whenever they introduced the Warzone 2 version of the engine, things just got drastically worse. In fact, if you remember correctly, you know, back in the day, they actually had so many issues with audio that vehicles could literally silently run you over and keep driving because the audio, like if they hopped in the car here and they drove to here, the audio would get stuck here and they just run right over you without ever making a sound. What I'm finding interesting is that this player has played with Ghost for so long that they constantly keep moving. They know that if they keep moving around, then Ghost will keep them off the radar, which is very interesting. I'm actually glad that we get to see their perks now from spectating. Oh, you hear him coming up the stairs. He's got a laser on his gun, which is a terrible play. If you're running, you know, like if you're trying to stay hidden, running any kind of laser is going to give away your position because the way that lasers work, if you have a thin wall like he has right here, the laser will actually show through the wall on the other side. So they can just track where you're going the entire time. Thermites are pretty much useless, so having those in your pocket just doesn't work. This guy right here actually was the guy that everybody was saying was cheating. So let's see how many kills he's got. Only 5.
Reloading.
This guy's got 5 kills and they said he was cheating. Isn't that crazy? Let's check this one more time. Unless it's this guy that they said was cheating. I think this guy said hacks on somebody else, actually. Maybe I misunderstood. So 5 kills. I mean, every player in this lobby is running very low eliminations. And as a reminder, I don't 2-box, which isn't even possible in solos. I don't use VPNs. I don't use any kind of geofence or anything like that. I don't do anything to affect the lobbies that I get. I get whatever I get. And I don't say shit. All right, that's how it works. Now he's got 2 guys clearly on his left because he's got 1 guy shooting, but that guy shooting has to be shooting at someone else, which to me means that there's... Oh my God, how do you not see that glint, brother? Lock in. I don't know why he keeps... All right. Interesting plays here. Now, a little reminder, I know, you know, this hasn't been a super active game, but we are just testing things. This video is more about testing for my sake and out of curiosity, simply because I've literally been running into so many blatant cheaters lately. And if you've watched my recent videos, you know that that is 100% true. In fact, there was a video yesterday on the main channel where I ran into a guy named NASA, and he was just so blatant it was kind of stupid. And then somebody hopped in the comments, they were like, I've seen you play like that. And I'm like, brother, I just don't know how we're in a world where people are so lost on the differences. It's like a level 15 player doing 360s and snapping onto players versus someone with 20,000 hours that gets like a 40% hit ratio and like a 20% headshot ratio. Like, think that through real quick. It's just so interesting how people cannot connect. This guy on the right's gonna die. Oh, he's switching it up. The issue is this guy's picking a fight with both players, which puts him in a bad situation. That guy does not have to move the entire time. Yeah, our guy is just putting himself in the worst spot. It's completely unnecessary. Now, another thing I'm going to say is that quick fix without tempered is a no-go, ladies and gentlemen. Do not do that. It is not helpful. In fact, it forces you to back up to play and you can't stop it without punching. I've gotten to the point where I start punching on everything now. Like if I need to save my plates, I will just punch. He's coming up inside on his right. 3. Oh, he didn't come up. Why? Dude had such an opportunity and now he's down below to the left. Getting shot through the door. The guy's clearly down to his left. He's got 2 smokes in his pocket. A big opportunity. If he just pops the smokes, he's gonna die. Our guy's just wasting away. Hickorin could have made it. This guy handed out to second place. Unfortunate. No. Really? No. Is he going to win this? No, he's not. No, ladies and gentlemen, this man is not going to win this. Not even close. Didn't even consider winning it, actually. And that's the TTV guy. How interesting. This is the guy they said was cheating, and he won the game. So moving into this one, I had a different idea. What if we dove in and we tried to go to the tower? What if we went to the overlook and immediately died to one of these guys? Could we catch somebody? Hello? How is everybody? Is everybody having a good day?
Whoop. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Perfect. All right, that's exactly what I needed, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is undoubtedly on mouse and keyboard too, so this should look like someone cheating, but I bet money they're not. This guy, level 686 here. I seriously doubt he's cheating just based on how he's playing. He also has a ghillie, and he's level 686, but I bet people are going to say that this guy's cheating in the comments. Plus, I think people are going to say, see that he's playing on mouse and he died because he lagged. That is literally the most insane thing I've ever seen. Everybody's just dying on repeat. We're just watching everyone die. This is absurd. We got Z Drax in here. 3 eliminations. I can't tell. Is this prestige 8 or 9? I think it's 9. I want to say it's 9. I'm not 100% certain. He's got a guy here. Now, a little reminder, we did die in the last game as well, right? So this is like 1-to-1. These guys are demons. I mean, look at this. It's Twitty. Oh my God. Of course, we run into the one and only Twitty. One of the top mouse and keyboard players in the world. Lord have mercy. Now, the last time I spectated Twitty, people said this guy was cheating. And I just want to be very clear. I know that Twitty's not cheating. I know that. But people will say he is cheating in the comments, and people are going to lose their minds about it. It is almost guaranteed, and the reason I say that is because he is outrageously good. And when you're spectating, these snaps look wild. The snaps are much harder. Okay, all right, Twitty, are you trying to die, buddy? What's happening? The snaps are much harder in spectating because it doesn't properly track the velocity of the way that you like move on mouse and keyboard, so it always looks a lot more snappy. So that's why a lot of the times these players that are on mouse and keyboard will literally always look like they're cheating whenever you spectate them because they snap so fast. And it just multiplies it by like 1,000,000%. What is he doing? Grab plates, you ignoramus. Stressing me out, big dog. You absolute goober. Why are you just sticking with 2 plates, brother? Lock in. Okay, so this is just to prove my point about how UAVs don't properly work. You heard that 2 guys were shooting over here, right? 2 guys shooting over here. They disappear super quick. He's got a guy above him. He has Specialist. Specialist shows you where every player is regardless of whether or not they have Ghost. Oh, that's insane plays out of him, by the way. That's actually so smart to come out and immediately start trying to tag so that you can see their stuff through the wall. That's super genius, actually. You see how he's centering his aim on these guys? It's absurd. It is super crazy. And this is what you get when you have someone that's played mouse and keyboard for their entire life. This is actually very interesting. Now, for the record, I did not plan to run into Twitty. I just went to where I went to in hopes of finding someone that was maybe cheating, because a lot of these guys tend to just go to high traffic areas so that they can maximize eliminations. Clearly, Twitty went there for the Specialist. And I'm not trying to be a streamer apologizer or something like this, but he has gone and World Series of Warzoned it up. You know what I'm saying? Top 250 ranked Warzone player. Still a guy top left. He checks for his top left. I love that. And you can tell just like memorization with a player like this is you can tell that he was like, all right, is there a guy up top still? Is he going to check? Like, what's going on? We got a car over here. I'm just going to rotate out. I'm going to position myself to where maybe I can see this guy. I know that his guy probably called out enemy inbound and he just looked around and saw the guy, but holy shiz, dude, that's crazy. Now, like I said, things look a little bit more snappy, you know? Just keep that in mind as time goes on. It's probably twice as snappy as it is on his stream. Not to say he doesn't have crazy motor control. Also, he uses a loadout, just in case you were wondering. Wild. He does not know I'm spectating. He did not kill me. So he does not even know that I'm in the game, I would say. Oh, shit. Well, Claude Knocker said expel, LOL. I wonder if I pull up his stream if he saw that. Let me see. There he is. No one in his chat mentioned anything about me being in his game. So I think we're good. I mean, he doesn't know I'm in here, is what I would say. So it's not like he knew that I was going to spectate. The last time I spectated, I told him I was going to spectate. I was like, hey, I want you to go for a crazy high kill game because I want to showcase this to my viewers. I think it would be an interesting thing to spectate you. But this time I did not. This is just luck of the draw. This is me pressing the go button after the last game. So it's kind of going to be an opportunity to learn a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and break down a lot of what he does to kind of help you guys. So you can see right here, he's got that right above him. He's going to go ahead and hack that. So if the enemy comes down, then it won't hit him. He's got the guy right there. He saw him. He goes for the shot. He knows that he's got that right there, but he can run right. I don't know why he would do that, because you can run right past it. It's a free nade. He chows in. He wants to save the nade, and he knows the guy's hurting, so he just goes ahead and takes that push right there, right? He didn't have an SMG, so he had to take that Grakova and push in with it. That's why he took the compact off of his body. He knows the compact's good. It's a little bit difficult for a mouse and keyboard player because it does have quite a bit of close range recoil, which can be a bit of a problem, but I don't actually know if he does big swings or if he's a wrist player. Wrist players have a much harder time because their sensitivity has to be much higher. So it's hard to be very accurate with that. But if you're swinging from your elbow, which is what I used to do, you can be a little bit more accurate. So just know that something like this is, you see the micro movement. That's all it took. He knew that there was a guy over there because the guy shot. Now, again, a lot of these guys may not show up on the minimap for us. This is not me being an apologizer. This is something that I explained in the first game, okay? So we may not see it, but it will pop up for them. So a lot of the information that they have is going to be different from the information that we have. So again, no one pops up. Why would there be no one near a high traffic area? You know what I'm saying? Not one person in this area, this vicinity, the 250 meter radius. One single movement. It is insane. I wonder if he's playing in 1440p or 1080p or 4K. I'm gonna go check and see if it's possible to even find out. Yeah, it just looks so different on his perspective. I highly recommend y'all go check out Twitty over on Twitch, especially if you think he may be cheating. Go check out his, actually, just in general. Don't go over there and like call somebody a cheater. It's super weird. But, you know, go over there, see the difference between something like this, and you should be able to tell very easily, you know, it comes down to motor capabilities, right? His muscle movement. Now, he's got a UAV in his pocket. He saw a guy landing in over there. He's got his loadout still over there. He's leaving it, I'm assuming, based on the fact that he's got a gulag in his back pocket until he needs it later. Now, good God, brother. Good God, brother. He switches out for the Jackal, because like I said, compact doesn't feel great on a mouse and keyboard player, but the Jackal's pretty decent here. So I wonder what the Jackal is. Sorry, I need to stop bending over here. He's also rocking a kilo, which is a decently high damage weapon with very low recoil. This is something that you're going to see out of a lot of mouse and keyboard players. They don't want something with a lot of visual shake, and the kilo is really great for that. So notice, again, he's got specials. The guy's not popping up on UAV until the guy shoots. And in a lot of situations, not only is that going to be the norm, and notice that he's using smokes. Smokes are also going to be huge because as a mouse keyboard player, you already don't have aim assist, right? So when you run into a gunfight with a player that's on controller with aim assist, it gets actually taken away inside of smokes. So he pops a smoke, he pushes into the fight. Whenever somebody that's, you know, on controller, they run into a smoke, they have to like scramble to hit their shots because they're used to having that pull of aim assist, or that stickiness of aim assist, I guess, in most situations. Because people don't understand how the pull works, which is rotational aim assist whenever you're moving your body or the enemy's moving and you're slightly turning with them. So that's kind of how that works, but it is what it is. I have a ton of videos covering this, but this is so interesting that we ran into Twitty. I'm actually very surprised that this is what happened. Now, my guess is if Twitty goes down, the guy that kills him, we'd have to assume, you know, might be doing something. Oh man, couldn't hit it. I wonder how he marks people. Like, I know that for me, I had my my tags set to alt, but I wonder, a lot of mouse and keyboard players, from what I understand, use their that's an insane play out of him. Use their mouse. They have a button on the side of their mouse that can mark for them, right? So they, and like, as soon as they get on target, they click that button. So it allows them. God! Oh my goodness! Oh my God! He murdered him! Oh my goodness, what a series of shots, you know? I'm telling you, I would put Twitty's skill rivaling, like his aim on mouse and keyboard rivaling that of Metaphor any day of the week. I know that's tough to hear, but man, I love watching Twitty. Metaphor's gameplay is very different than somebody that plays it at a professional level. That's shocked. The guy gives it to him for free. He saw the nade. All right. When are you going to see a cheater see a nade and mark it midair? Tell me when you've seen a cheater do that. Oh my goodness gracious. This is just, I was about to fall asleep after that first game, but the comeback to having Twitty here. Wow. I feel like the first game was kind of an informational, you know, explanation on how cheating and the dynamic of them in Warzone works. But this game, just a beautiful opportunity to see a crazy good player take on everyone. And I think this may be how we have to spectate in the future, is we hop in and we go to spots where we know there's going to be super high tier players. Because I run into some wild people a lot whenever I land in at the tower. So I'd like to do that in the future. Just land in, see if they're there, die to them. That could be great. And it's interesting. I had actually planned today to spectate streamers, but nobody was in solo. So I was like, well, we're just going to do this a different way. What if we did this, you know? Insane. Insane. And for the record, a cheater would hit every one of those shots. Like, I just want to be very clear. He's talking to his chat right now. I can see him just sitting there talking to his chat. He's literally hands off the desk, like having a conversation with his chat. Like that's what's going on right now. I can see it as we speak. Or if he's just waiting on the circle or something, or if he's just chilling. So wild to just pause mid-game to just chill. I respect it though. I respect it. He does have $14,000. He's got a buy station down there, which I wouldn't push to. I wouldn't obviously push to that one. That one's pretty decent, but again, it just doesn't really make sense. So we do have, you know, at the top of this, a helicopter. To him, that should mean, which it does, hey, there's probably some guys up there. So what is he gonna do? He's gonna challenge it like an absolute... like an absolute demon, bro. Like, it's crazy. I keep looking over to the right, by the way, because that's where I have my my recording monitor, and I pulled up his stream over there. He has impact nades. Oh! He pulled out the arm for a split second and almost cost him his life, bro. Now, looking at his stream, it looks like there's no one on top of this building, but there are a ton, and I mean a ton of people around this like area here. So he's going to be able to take this, which should give him an opportunity to get some UAVs. Sadly, it doesn't turn when he turns, so we're just kind of looking one direction here. The helicopter is also very low health, just as a quick heads up. How do you... What? Brother, how did you get it to just float like that? What did I just witness? Reloading. No! No, sir! What the hell is that? Twitty, brother. Twitty. His chat didn't even react, bro. Like, what kind of player do you have to be to where your chat's not even like, dang, that was crazy, you know? Like, I guess I just don't understand. I don't think I'm ever gonna be that good.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone. Supply crates have been...
That was a psychotic play on his part, too. This guy is ass. Oh my god. He died because he accepted that he was gonna die. Like, that's realistically what happened. He did win his gulag. He may come back for it, but this guy's just camping his stuff. Let's see. He's floating over TV station right now. Oh, he's coming back. He's a freak. He's a freak. He's a freak in the sheets, dude. I don't know why he would do this. I mean, Twitty's about to lose. That's him right there. That's Twitty. I mean, there's no winning for Twitty. He dies right here for free.
Changing max.
Jeffrey's a little psycho, dude. Twitty's got like 2 health right now. He's pushing up on the left. If Twitty can pull this off, which he can't, there's no way. Oh, he's got a gun. Oh, Twitty died! Twitty died to the guy in the building. No! Well, we're stuck with Jeffrey for the rest of the match here, ladies and gentlemen. Only 13 players left. What an unfortunate. What an unfortunate situation. My goodness gracious. That is tough. Lord have mercy. Look at Jeffrey go, honestly. Jeffrey, it's been G'd out of your mind. We got Unmanaged Rage, level 452, taken on Jeffrey. Now, Unmanaged Rage was just sitting in the building as a level 452. They're just passing specialists along here. Now, of course, when we hop into this next game, I'm going to try and stay alive as long as I can. The reason that I say that is that I feel like the longer that I live, the more likely I am to run into a player that is cheating toward the end of the game. But if we spectate these guys that are not great throughout the match, which is why I was kind of excited to spectate Twitty. He made a blunder and died for it. But I feel like the longer that I make it, the more likely I am to run into somebody that is rage hacking. That is just my thought. I don't know how accurate it is, but that's what I've ran into on repeat, is that if I play at my highest ability and I go hard in the paint, could work out. Let's see what happened in the chat throughout this. Imagine having to use walls. And then this guy says, imagine hating. And it looks like he's still in the match. Ooh. That's interesting. This guy got banned. What? You see how when you check... Oh, wait. No, maybe I'm wrong? Oh, very interesting, because it's not showing like a profile picture for these guys, which is super weird because normally it would. But I wonder if it's just the chat. He got shot at by somebody. Let's check out this game chat just a little bit more. We've got this guy. Claude Knocker. Easy peasy. Valrod. Why does it show like that? You know what I mean? Hoobly Jubilee. Maybe he didn't get banned? It says not joinable offline. I'm like fairly certain this dude was cheating and he was projecting onto the other guy. Isn't that so interesting? Because his numbers went to 0. And it says he's offline, player offline. So I seriously wonder if after he died, he ended up getting shadowed or proper banned. It would have to be proper banned, right? I don't know. Very weird. Very weird. Hear the guy down below pushing up. C9 takes down Danny. Honestly, unmanaged rage is locking it down here. You know what? A 6 to 7 kill win is still a win in my books, dude. Like, that's what it comes down to. If this guy whips out a sniper and downs unmanaged rage in one hit, I'm pitching a fit, bro. I'm pitching a fit. I'm glad he finally locked in, you know? That gets me excited. Clearly, there's going to be a guy down below. You just heard him flying. He's got another guy coming up behind him. Uh-oh. Fighting it out. Guy coming up on the right because he hears the shots. Whoa, unmanaged rage going in for both eliminations. What a situation. Shots on. Decent shots. He's still got the guy down into his right. I'm not sure how he didn't hear that.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone.
Down behind him. Yes, you hear it. You hear it. You're correct. Yes, he's down into your... No, you didn't look. You did... Oh, you didn't look. Closer to the right. You hear him. You stressing me out, brother. Hey, brother. Brother, come on. Come on now.
Gas is closing in.
Unmanaged rage, brother. What are you doing? What is happening? He hears a guy over there. He knows there's a guy behind him. He has the circle moving in. He's going to have to go to this side of the building. The circle's probably going to pull away from him, most likely toward the loadout. Now, it could go down here, but I don't know. Usually it stays on that flat land. I'd love to be wrong about it. The fact that he hit that guy is possibly one of the luckiest things. He got stuck. He got stuck. It didn't kill him because he had specialist. It does pull him, but it doesn't go off the side. Free kill on Dom did it. You still have one more guy. You still have one more guy.
You've got gas moving in.
Brother, do not chow. It's just so unnecessary. He could do it. He could do it for free. He's got to pull out his kilo though. C9 at a distance might not pull it off. He gets it for free. The guy crouch walks at the end of the game. We're gonna... Like, what? What is that play? All right, let's dive in and let's get serious here for just a second. Now, in this gameplay, like I've said repeatedly, we are going to dive in and play for ourselves. And the goal with this is to see if I will run into players that are cheating or outrageously good players by just playing at my specific pace. So the way we're gonna do this is I'm gonna dive into the Overlook. I'm gonna try my best to get specialist and maybe we win. Maybe we don't. Maybe we die. But we're going to go exactly back to this area. And the goal is to try to stay alive, of course. But if I run into a cheater, I run into a cheater. You know, it's one of those things. Now, this guy right here could be a psychopath. He's going to pull early. I'm going to pull late. It's not there. Let's go up. Checking out here. We got a GPR.
Watch the skies.
Get rid of that guy.
It's so dry.
Oh, yeah, Papa.
It's some moisturization on that.
I can't understand what moisturization you're talking about, Rallied.
I'm reloading.
We got rallied in here. Interesting. Interesting position. Boy, it'd just be the worst if I had a big, strong, burly man come and spank my ass.
Expel and Rail out in the same lobby.
I love that he called him Rallied. Rallied!
No, how about you watch it, brother?
Oh, hey, what's up, Drip Size?
What's up, Expel?
Did you kill Rallied?
No, I don't know who killed him. I heard him talking though. I was like, oh shoot, I'm cooked.
Yeah, this is weird.
It's on my roof. Get off my roof.
Somebody on that roof up there. What's going on?
Yeah, this is private property, son. Oh shoot.
Oh, shoot, he said.
This dude got game.
Shoot diggity darn, even. What are we doing? Y'all got specialists already? Oh, who are you?
Heck no.
Who are you? Leave Brittany alone. Leave her alone.
Ouchie. This is hectic up here, boys.
Hey, no
Oh,
thank
you might
you.
be dead, brother.
No thank you.
Hey, I got sniped. Yeah, you can run away now. Hey, get him for me. Appreciate it.
I'm trying, big man. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can't lay down. Hold on.
Hey, I'll get that, buddy. Ah.
You deserve it.
Changing mags.
Yeah, you're probably right.
To be back.
Everybody's so damn horny. I don't know what to do.
I know, there's like 7 of us up here. Oh, Rail, I just disconnected. We're in the green,
No,
boys.
they took our boy from us. How am I supposed to spectate a streamer now?
Oh, were you? Is that what you're trying to do for your video? Or a video?
No, what?
Oh, nah, you just must be you a Kim. You must be Expel's brother, huh?
Expel's brother. What?
Yep.
What do you mean?
Nah, I thought you were trolling with me.
Where are you?
Enemy hostile with a hand.
I think there's a guy with an RPG sitting in this build. Feels like
Dude,
there
I
would
just
be
want
a...
plates, man. I will give up everything.
Would you give up these?
Get Speci! Let's go!
Hey, got specialist? No! Damn, I don't know how I'm supposed to do this,
I got
to be
it now,
honest.
boy.
All right, bring your ass to me, and we'll figure it out from there. How about that?
I'll think about it.
Will you
I
come
gotta
on
figure out
down,
where he
fella?
is. Oh, somebody down there in the room.
Nuh-uh.
Ah, fail! I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
Enemy top.
I promise I'm coming back. Oh, you're cooked. I'm cooked.
Oh, what the what?
Ah! Good shots. I'm cooked.
Oh my god. 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 What the hell, brother? I'm 1 HP. Oh god. Oh lord.
I'm getting staged up.
Holy moly, dude. This is crazy.
Swapping magazines.
How dumb? How stupid even? I actually don't quite understand how that happened. Oh, interesting. Okay, so off rip, that guy, low level, went for some shots, hit him. Could have been doing the thing. All right, we're gonna be on the lookout for these low level players to see if they're getting a little too buck wild. Hello? Sir?
Switching bags.
He jumped. Got a guy over there. Feller? What the hell are you doing, son? What the hell are you doing, son?
C4.
Nope, no thanks. You gonna blow it or? Behind you, stupid. Lord have mercy, these guys or something. Is that another guy coming back? Don't call it a comeback. He's been here for years.
Hello.
Panda, panda, panda. Oh, panda, 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 panda.
Specialist is gone.
Yeah. He goes, specialist is gone, instantly gets shot. That's tough. I got broads in Atlanta. Where are you? Panda. Panda. Come here, boy.
Come here, boy.
Hey, bro, you gotta admit, that was kind of crazy, right?
The snipe?
Changing bags. Loadout dropping now.
Oh my goodness gracious. Great, Google Moogles. Interesting. So that guy flew off and he... okay.
Tag me. Yeah, I'm good now.
Brother, on God.
I need a shit so bad, bro. I need a poop, bro. I need a poop.
Nick, brother, come on. Don't you play this game for a living, man? Come on now. What are you doing?
Bro, I just need to go take a shit. I can't cap a turtle coming out.
Brother, I hear you, but like, god dang, brother. Here, I'm gonna put you in this corner, all right? Nick, I hope your stream's going well, man.
Wait, can you watch me while I go take a shit? Make sure I'm okay?
I can't even let go of you. You know that, right? I gotta whack you with a chair named
that's not
Steve.
nice.
Yeah, his name's Steve, though. Say hello, Steve. That's crazy. That guy plays COD for a living, on God. That is wild that just happened in real life.
Where are we at, fellas? Where are we at?
I don't know. Where are we?
Scared.
I'm scared. I want to be touched. By the grace of God. This is not going so well. It is crazy that we're running into streamers. I literally said no to going out of my way to stream snipe and spectate streamers. And now here we are. Only able to find streamers in our matches, which is so interesting.
Gas is inbound.
Some psychotic behavior, to be honest.
Took around.
Sorry, I was getting some screenshots earlier. I forgot. Well.
Wow. Wait, where'd you go?
Wouldn't it be nice if we were older? I don't know if this guy thinks I'm gonna chow him.
Play cut around.
What the? What? This is getting really weird, right? Thugnificent is a wild name.
Yo, bro, look up.
Oh, it's you again.
Look up, bro.
There was a guy camping up here earlier.
What's good, buddy?
That's great plays. That's incredible. That's incredible. This guy's a demon, dude.
Time for a fight.
Wait, he got specialist too? How do we both have specialist? Yo, Dripsy's a freak, dog. Hold up. I might have to go back and spectate, old boy. This is crazy. This is a lobby, bro.
Earn redeployment.
This may be our best chance yet. As long as I don't die to old Chulo in here, bro. Hey, papi chulo!
Hola, papi.
Hola, papi! Adiós, papi! Ay, ay, ay! Chupapi moñaño! Ay, caromba! Ay, ay, ay! Alright, let's just rotate back. I don't even care if I die to these guys. I think the goal at the end of the day was to spectate some great players, and that's really what we're gonna do here. So, we've gotten some good gameplay in here. I want to go die to this guy. Oh, Dark Soul Squad just left, dude. That's crazy. Look at that. Look at all these Precision Airstrike. All right, I don't know if I can even make it back there, to be honest. It would be ideal if he was there. Just camping my stuff, right? I mean, I'd go for the kill, I ain't gonna lie, but he's definitely up top. Oi! What? Who took my specialist? How does that even happen?
Reloading.
What?
Is it?
Brother, how
But
did
it's
my
back. It's
specialist
you
disappear,
again.
bro?
Ah! No, I'm cooked.
Nah, you can have it.
Bro, no, please,
all right, pause. I ain't gonna kill you.
I'll
You
give
ain't
you
gonna
my
kill
money, I'll
me.
give you my money.
No. I just want to have a
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah, agreed,
I'm
agreed.
not gonna kill you. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm
Alright,
standing here.
alright.
We're chilling.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I didn't mean to fall.
No, you can get up. Come on.
Here, I got 13 grand. You
No,
want some?
I don't want your money. Listen, I'm doing a spectating video like you said, okay? You got it right the first time. Here's what I need from you. All right, you got a shitload of money. You're a decent player. I need you to go balls to the wall. I need you to whip it out and dick down everybody you see. Do you understand me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Take me.
Sir, yes, sir.
Take me.
Take me, boy.
Finish you? Or just like take you? All right.
All right, thanks. Good luck.
I love you. Nah.
All right. What a game, dude. Already off. I feel pretty good about this. I'm feeling pretty decent about this. I think this might go well, or Dripsy dies immediately. I don't know. I feel like there's really no in between. We'll find out momentarily after I click the spectate button, which takes a second. All right, Dripsy. Opportunities, big man. Come on now. Bring out the pee-pee. Damn, oh boy, pushing it. He's pumped. Look at this man go. Look at this mango, really. He's a fruit. That sounds like I was trying to drop a slur or something. He's a mango. Is that a fruit? That's a fruit, right? Sorry. So he needs to get a self-revive. He's swapping weapons like an absolute demon. Completely unnecessary, actually, kind of like annoying, but it is what it is. We respect the hustle. He's staying in the groove, staying in the move. He's got a self-revive. I'm going to put money on the fact that he's on controller, and the reason that I say that is because it's actually faster, in my personal opinion, to grab certain items out of the buy station if you're on controller. And those are the top items and the bottom items. Anything in the middle is going to be faster on keyboard and mouse because you just boom, boom. But on controller, you have to tap. But anything at the top and anything at the bottom is going to be faster on controller, right? So that's kind of the idea. He's got 7 eliminations. He's got an HDR. He's got a Kilo 141. He's got a guy up top, possibly inside of this little window right here. My curiosity is he going to play like an absolute psycho? Dripsy, I need you to not be a little baby back B today, okay? He sees a guy moving. He's got movement there. He's checking on the left as well. Knows that guy's rotating out. Great shots. Played him the exact same way that he plays me. He sees the guy in the window, pops shots at this guy. Clearly like a great player, by the way. Good smokes. Plays it smart. Guy's gonna hear him. Unfortunate the guy had a rocket. Fortunate he missed. Dripsy goes down almost guaranteed here. No? The guy just forgets how to aim? Oh my God, brother. What was that? The perfect centering on that man. I'm not seeing anything to lead me to believe that this guy's going to be cheating. In fact, I see the exact opposite. I see a very clearly smart player, a very clearly like intelligent game-wise, like game sense intelligent player. I think he could pull off the W with 20 kills had I not taken up half of his game right there. You know? Had I not taken, you know, that first little bit where he had to come back and get, you know, specialist over there, he had to kill me, stuff like that. He had to stop to have the conversation with me. I think he could have dropped 20. Heck, technically speaking, if he moved balls to the wall, he could still drop 20. What's interesting to me is that he keeps checking windows and like spinning in circles. Now we won't be able to see this. Oh, he's in this. The pre-fire from the audio, clearly. Nope, he's dead. How does he keep getting out of this? He's moving too much. I think he's a little nervous. Too much on the line here. There's another guy. There's another guy. He's dead. He's dead. There's no options. Wait up, jump. Holy schmoly. He gets through here. Pops the shots instantly. The pre-fire's insane. He's got sights on the guy again. No! No way! He pulls it off! What is happening? These players are crazy. I can't believe we watched 20 and then we watched this guy. I mean, wild. Wild, multiple games in a row. We're getting crazy players. Now, I will note, once again, you cannot see people unless they shoot and they're unsuppressed on the map while a player has a UAV. That is just how it works. Half the time, it still won't show those players. It just is wrong. I don't know why. This is consistent across the board. Every game you get into, it's going to work that way. So don't get confused about it. If he hit it, oh, baby. Ooh, I heard you were a wild one.
Shoot that man right now.
He's got the guy on top of the building. He's got a decent rotation here. Nothing super crazy, but it is going to be difficult to position himself in a, like, an area where he's going to have power.
Get me a UAV.
Oh my God. Now that specialist is an absolute cheat code. Now notice once again, that guy pops up the second that his thing from... Oh, lag? If this guy lags like we saw with that one guy. Whoa. Incredible shots. This guy is such a great player. I knew that guy would have specialists the second I saw the tempered. I knew that that's what was going to happen. I'm on it. Like, this is entertaining, man. I'm happy to see this man go. Love that he got a UAV out of that. He doesn't need to pop it. Popped it too early. He should have known from the last UAV whether or not there was going to be people here. Now he's rotating over to this. My guess is to buy another UAV, but he's just wasting money on wasting money on wasting money. He should have memorized, mark the map. Oh, maybe he's got a guy over there. He's checking with a sniper, but he would know because he's got specialists because it shows every player on the map. So he would know whether or not there was a player over here. Now we do have a guy right here. Oh, wow. Spot on shots, dude. Great plays out of our boy here. He's got a PA. I doubt he keeps it. Yeah. Oh my God. So look at this. He double UAV'd and then didn't get the triple. What was, why though? Terminator skin. That should have been a knock. How is he not dead? He's got 24 bullets. Hamza getting slammed. Wasting the gas mask for the hell of it. Just to feel something. The information that we miss out on as a spectator just makes everyone look like a cheater. It's actually so frustrating. Because you see him popping UAVs. And like he ends up with all of this information. Look at this lag, bro. Is it me? It is not. It is not me. And again, this guy is shooting right now, which is why you're seeing it. And this guy is shooting at him. So they were shooting each other, which is why we saw it. Ooh. He's gonna have to cock that back. He may as well pull it back out and get it ready. So these guys were shooting. That guy was shooting at those guys. He knows that he's gonna have a guy still in front of him because he just saw him. Cock it back. Hit it, 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 hit it. What are you doing, Dripsy? Come on, brother. You need to lock in, man. You need to lock in. You know what the interesting thing is had he cocked back that sniper just a moment before, he probably would have been able to get that elimination because of the extra bullets he would have been able to hit. Like time-wise. So, just a thought.
Kane requesting UAV.
Sometimes it's really about making sure that you have that sniper cocked back, and it's very frustrating that with a bolt action sniper they can chalk you like that. I know. Oh my God! Play. He's got another guy. I hear two dudes. Oh, brother, you are not. Is he above him? No. Play box pretty unnecessary, but I love that he's. Oh, see that? He can pull out the sniper probably. Pull out the sniper probably. Missed opportunity. You just can't get it at that distance. Yeah. Just almost impossible to hit those shots. He knows that guy's going to be there. All headshots takes that guy down. We're hoping for a 20 here. And I think Dripsy's going for that 20 as well. Now he saw the smoke. He doesn't have a UAV. He's got no information unless somebody shoots. So we should get the same information unless they're suppressed. Well, I guess that should be the same information. But no UAVs. If they're shooting, we'll see it. Like two guys popping up right here. That's shooting. Neither of them suppressed. Most likely using compensators. The guy moved to the right. We saw it for a split second. And he got sniped from behind. He's got to hit that. He got sniped in the ass. He knows that. Would you look? We got a guy right here. We got a guy over there. He's got no self-revive. You cannot play this like that. There's a guy on the roof. I'm just going to check the chat. It could be Nick Cool. He could be back. Bro took a dump and rolled back through. Might be wild. We'll see what happens here. He knows there's a guy up top. He's getting a little too nervous, you know? Like, this is one of those situations where he could have rotated up. I guess he's waiting on the circle, which makes sense. That guy's going to snipe him. No, dude, you can't chow that because the guy's just holding the angle. He's got a guy behind him. That's insane. He's so fast. The guy had out his sniper. No, what a way to go. He's got a cluster in that building. I bet he saw it. I bet he saw the cluster. He did. Dude, I love it. This guy's so good. I'm loving this, bro. This is a wondrous thing to watch. I mean, the guy probably rotated the hill there. Positionally, that would make the most sense. He can't drop the 20, so he needs to just play smart. He had a play box down below, which could be huge. Oh! No! And he dies to a first prestige! Oh my goodness, no way! This guy's 6 eliminations playing with... Nuh-uh, dude! There's no way! He's just flying a drone in the sky. This is real life right now. Does he not see him? He's right in front of him.
To my mark.
He's right behind the tree. If you move that down just a little bit, you'd be able to see exactly where it's at. You got to swap weapons or it's not going to work. Yep, there you go. Why are you looking at the ground, big dog? Oh, because he has it set up to automatically... Oh, that's unfortunate. He could die because of that. Sometimes it's set up to where you automatically... not mantle, mount.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
You automatically mount with your L2. like upon ADSing.
You're losing ground. Moving.
He heard the smoke left side, which means the guy probably hits a rotation hard left. All right. Insane plays out of our boy here. He rotated right. What a goober. That's a free kill. And he loses the kill because he played like a moron. I cannot fathom that he had a free kill on that guy had he been not scared. That is insane to me. The question is, who won this game, ladies and gentlemen? Who won this game? We've got a guy and a ghillie. We're talking bushwhacked here. Who's our man? Who is it? Let me see their name. I want to know. Can you show me? Durac OP! Our boy worked for Geico. Incredible. Thanks. That's the whole video. Yep. Subscribe. Get a controller. Have a great day.